Hi, everybody. Welcome for day one of Tuttle Up Stamping's 31 days of Facebook Lives. Gosh, I stayed up past midnight last night, which means my brain is really mush today. I'm going to be totally honest. But I am so excited. Happy New Year, everybody. Thanks for joining me. I'm so glad you're here. We are going to start today, the first day of my 31 straight days of Facebook Lives, and I cannot wait to get started with you. It's so much fun. It's exhausting, but I tell you what, connecting with you guys every single day for 31 straight days, every year, just fills my heart with joy. And I hope you enjoy the projects you're going to see over the next 31 days. Keep in mind that you can always order from me by going to TuttleUpShop.com, and for the month of January, we will be using this host code right here. So be sure to use that host code if your order is less than $150. If it's more than $150, you should not use a host code. You should get your own host benefits. All of that is going to change in the next couple of months, but it's still that way right now. So that's what we're doing. When you come on, please say hi. Let me know you're here. I'm excited to chat with y'all. While we're waiting for people to come on, of course, there's always something I need to talk to you about, right? First thing is I'm going to get rid of that. Celebration starts on January the 7th. Everybody say that out loud with me. January the 7th. January the 7th is the magic day for celebration. It starts next Wednesday. Hi, Linda. Thanks for being here. And the good thing about there's tons of good things about celebration. One of them is all the free stuff you can get. The second, it is the perfect, most advantageous time for you to join my team and be a part of my Tuttle Up Stampers team. What do you have to do? Just be on my team and get a hefty 20% discount on all of your orders. This time during celebration, they are offering the handmade designs and two marker sets. That's a $91 value, $91, okay? Those marker sets are $35 a piece, and the stamp set is $21, okay? A $21 value. Hi, Sherry. So if you've been thinking about joining a team, I hopefully and prayerfully hope that you will think about joining mine. I love my team. Most of them are hobby stampers, which means they just do it to get the happy little 20% discount. So I'd love to have you on for that reason. If you want to do more, you can always do more, okay? So I'm going to show you those more up close and personal here in just a second. Let me get rid of that banner. Next, I am in the midst of doing a mini catalog paper and ribbon product share. This is for the people that want to try a little bit of all the papers and ribbons, but they don't want to invest in having to buy full packs of everything. So if you join my paper and ribbon product share, then you get a quarter of a pack of all the new designer series papers that are coming out in the mini catalog on January the 7th. If you decide to add on a ribbon share, you get 2.5 yards of all the new ribbon. And you can also add on a cardstock packet where I put together all the coordinating cardstocks for all the designer series papers. And you have everything ready to go as far as paper and ribbon is concerned. If you buy all three, the designer series paper pack, the ribbon share, and the cardstock share, I'm going to throw in for you a celebration sampler of some of the ribbons, embellishments, and papers that are in celebration. So that's a good little deal. This offer ends on January 6th. I need to know by then if you are planning on participating in the paper and ribbon product share, and I will put the link to all of that in the description after this video is over, okay? Next, up and coming, I am doing a class using this Floral Delight suite that is in the mini catalog. It is beautiful, very yellow, and who doesn't need a little yellow in January, right? I do. So you will make 8 cards. They're a little more advanced because there's a lot of die cutting on here. Look at this card that is right here in the lower left. Isn't it beautiful? Lots of die cuts on that. I'm not making that card necessarily. This is just to kind of give you an idea of some of the projects you can make. But we will be making 8 cards, 2 each of 4 designs. You can do it in person with me here at my house. But you can also, you guys out there in the world, can take it to go. So the link for this class, which is $45, or I said that wrong, $40 are free with a $45 purchase. That will be up in the description after this video is over here. I want to show you real quick what the bundle, stamp set and bundle look like. Aren't these cards so pretty, so fun, so bright and beautiful? So I hope you'll think about participating in that that class to go, okay? All right. So I will probably definitely be blubbering all over myself today because I only got a few hours sleep last night. We just got in from my sister-in-law's who lives in Abilene, Texas, and we had a lot of fun. Hope you guys had a great New Year's Eve and New Year's Day. Season is over, but we can still say cheers through today, right? Cheers to the new year. So there we go. Okay, so this is what the celebration and the mini catalog look like. If you have been a customer of mine over the last 6 to 8 months and you've spent more than $50, I likely sent you this in a mail unless I knew that you were already a demonstrator, because demonstrators get these in the mail for free. If you feel like you're going to need a mini catalog or a celebration catalog, reach out to me and I would love to get them in your hands because they are packed full with lots of fun. Okay, so real quick, the join special, you get this stamp set, which is called Handmade Designs, and you can choose from 4 different marker sets, okay? You can choose from brights, subtles, regals, or neutrals. This is not any of those, but I just want to show you how much you get. These are usually, hi Melissa, these are usually $35 a piece. They'll give you those for free and the stamp set. So that's a $91 value. Now, what if you're someone who's like, I don't need markers, that stamp set doesn't, turn my light on, then you can add $30 extra of anything you want. So the starter kit costs $99. You can fill it with $125 worth of stuff that you want and get all of this for free. Or you can put that marker stamp set deal aside and you can get $30 extra or $155 worth of product for free. Okay? I hope that all made sense to you. So I will be coming on daily and doing 1 or 2 projects with you every day. Today, we are going to be using, hi Jenny, hi Melissa, thanks for joining me. Today we are using one of the celebration sets. It's called Heart Shaped. You can get a stamp set and dies to coordinate with it. These are so fun. I just participated in a swap, so I'm going to show you a few of my favorite cards that I got in the mail from that swap, but so fun. So this is one of the freebies you can get in celebration during January or February with a $120 purchase. The die sets are a little more expensive because it includes the dies, so it's a big deal. So this set, the stamps and the dies, you can get during celebration, which starts when? My hand is up to my ear. It starts January the 7th. So next week on Wednesday, if you love the projects I'm going to show you today, then you can get this bundle for free with any $120 purchase. Okay. Hi, Jeannie. Thanks for joining me. Yay! It's fun, Linda. And Linda makes a good point. Linda is a demonstrator. And as demonstrators or being on a team, you don't have to demonstrate like I do. You get things early before everybody else gets them, which is super fun. Okay, so this is the card I'm going to make with you today using the handmade, I said the handmade design, heart-shaped designs, stamp set and dies that I just showed you. It opens like this. It has that beautiful marbled elegance paper. Can you see the gold and all of that in the background? Okay, so I'm going to show you how I made this card. This was one of the cards I made for my own personal swap that I put together for this bundle. I'm starting with a Melon Mambo piece of cardstock, cut 4 1/4 by 11, and then I scored it down the middle at 5 1/2. Okay, so that is my card base. The next thing I'm going to do is take a piece of basic white that is cut 3 1/2 by 4 3/4, and I'm going to attach to it a piece of that marbled elegance. You guys, if you don't have this designer series paper, you are missing out on a great DSP bundle. And you can buy the paper all by itself. You don't have to buy the whole suite, okay? But what I'm going to do to this beautiful paper, you're not going to believe it, is that I am going to cut 1 inch off the edge. So I want to cut it at 2 1/4 inches right there. I'm going to cut that off. I know, right? And I am going to flip this around and I'm going to put them back together right there. So this is the back side of that paper. This is the front side. But I'm going to attach both of those to this piece of basic white. So the piece that is 2 1/4 by 4 3/4, 4 1/2, 4 1/2. Let's try that again. 2 1/4 by 4 1/2. I'm going to attach to the right side of this panel, right like that. Okay, and then I flipped it over, and so then the other side is going to go on the left side of this panel. I really like the layout of this card. I think it's something you can use with a lot of designer series papers, right? And do some fun designs with it. Okay, so there we go, right there. There's our card front. This is going to go flat on the front of our card base, right like that. Okay. I'm going to use Seal for this. This is actually Seal Plus, and I am just going to center that right on the center, right there. Okay, then I've cut a piece of that brushed gold foil paper. Look at that. You can see it actually has kind of a texture to it. Can you see it on there? This is going to be adhered right straight across the middle of this card base. And this is 1 inch by 4 1/4 inches. And I'm going to put it about right there. Okay. Pretty so far. Okay. Next, I have a stylish shaped circle, and this is the largest. It's our 3 inch stitch shape. You can see the stitches. If you guys don't have these are a must have for any craft room. And I am going to stamp our little wreath looking heart kind of right in the middle of this circle. I think I want to grab, just to be safe, one of my foam mats so that I am sure I get a really good stamp. When you're using these photopolymer clear stamps, sometimes it's good to have a mat underneath it. It just gives it that foam cushion that you don't get with the clear stamps like we do with the rubber stamps, okay? So I am going to stamp this up, ink this up in Melon Mambo ink. And I'm going to stamp it right in the middle of that circle, right like that. Isn't that beautiful? I love the way that looks, like a little heart wreath, right? All right. So commenting is always good. At the end of my 31 days of Facebook Lives, I give away some pretty fabulous prizes. And I put your name in the hat when I see you comment. So, commenting, sharing, all those things are good. Okay, so what I've done here, sorry, I get to talking, I forget what I'm saying. This is the die cut wreath, and I cut this out of that brushed gold paper as well. And that is part of the online exclusives. So right now you can order the Marbled Elegance paper, and you can order the brushed silver and gold metallic paper as well, because they are in the online store available to anybody that wants it right now. You don't have to wait till January the 7th for that. You do have to wait till January 7th to get this stamp set and the die set for free. This, you know, it's so funny to me, guys, how these little glue bottles work beautifully until I get onto camera, and then, you know, the Facebook ninjas come in and want to just make it hard for you. Okay, here we go. I'm going to put this off to the side because I am deathly afraid it's going to bubble out here. Just using a sewing pin to kind of help me. So I fill these up with, there we go, perfect. So the good thing about these bottles with these steel tip, fine tip needles at the top is that it allows you to get little dots on all of the little spaces when you have really detailed dies like this one, okay? So just put a few dots. I'm going to lay this on, and I'm not going to worry about trying to line anything up. I kind of want that pink Melon Mamba peeking out from underneath our gold circle. Have you seen the Tech Glue small pieces with a silicone? Yes, I have. Yes, I have. I just haven't tried it yet, Melissa. But it does look intriguing. I'm going to have to give that a shot. Maybe that'll be one of my Facebook Lives here pretty soon. We'll see what we can do to make that happen. So have you tried it, Melissa? I've seen it done on some other demonstrators pages, but I have not tried it myself yet. Okay, so I'm adding some dimensionals to the back of this circled image with the heart on it, the gold and Melon Mamba heart. And I'm just going to kind of make sure it goes a little bit off the edge here of the white and a little bit below that gold strip. You don't want everything lined up too close, okay? So there we go with that. Now, I have already cut from Flirty Flamingo cardstock a couple of these flowers, and then I've also cut from Granny Apple Green a couple of these small leaves. Now, all of this comes in that die set with the celebration special, right? Okay, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to go back to this fine tip glue here, and I'm going to add a little bit of glue to these leaves. Boop, boop. And this one's going to kind of go up like that. Okay. I'm going to do another one going down, and this is the 2-leaf die. So the 3-leaf die and the 2-leaf die you can actually cut out at the same time together. They're all in one die. I can show you that in just a second here. So this one is going to go this way, right like that. Okay. Then I'm only actually using one of these flowers, and I want you to see how detailed they are. Do you see how that die not only cuts out the die, but it puts some little slits in it, gives it a little detail to it, texture and detail to it that we wouldn't normally have. And I'm grabbing my mini dimensionals here. Hi, Laura Kemp. Happy New Year to you. There we go. So cute. Isn't that cute? Okay, I'm going to come back with a little embellishment in that, but not quite yet. In this die set as well. Here, let me pull that out real quick. In the die set, so here's the leaves, and you can see that you get a 3-leaf image and a 2-leaf image. From that, you even get a bigger bow. I just chose not to use that one for this card. And then you get this label right here, which is pretty cool. So I've got my label already cut out of basic white, and I'm going to stamp inside that. My heart loves your heart. I just really liked that sentiment. Okay, so if you give me a second, might have to get my head in the camera here because I want to make sure I get this lined up in that label really well. And I stamped this in Flirty Flamingo. My heart loves your heart. Isn't that fun? And this is going to get adhered on top right here, right next to those flowers, right like that. And it looks like I got a little bit of ink on the edge. You know what? Praise the Lord. I cut a second one. Okay, so let's try that one more time. I'm going to try not to get ink from my hands on it. Do any of you struggle with that? Am I the only one in this world that gets ink on their hands and then accidentally transfers it to the paper? Okay, so my heart loves your heart is what that says. I'm going to tuck this in right underneath that. It's going to go right across my gold, right like that. My heart loves your heart. I could even do it a little higher if I wanted to. I think I like it a little bit higher. Okay, so obviously this end right here needs to be popped up a little bit, but this doesn't because it's going to lay flat right over that heart. I think I need to zoom in just a little. There we go. Okay, so I'm going to grab a couple of mini dimensionals and I'm going to put them on this end of this label, but this other end I'm just going to put some liquid glue. There we go. Sneak it under the flower right there and press it down right like that. The last thing I'm going to do with this card on the front is that I am going to add some of my iridescent gems. I'm going to put one in the center of the flower right there, and then 2 more. After I finish this card, I have a couple of others that I want to show you that I got in the mail through my swap. So you'll get some other ideas of what you can do with this bundle, free celebration bundle as well. Thank you. Isn't it so pretty, Jean? I I love it. I love it a lot. Okay, so there's the front. Now for the inside, all I did was this. I took a piece of designer series paper and I'm cutting it at a 1/2 inch. So that's 2 marks. Actually, I'm going to turn it the other way because that side looks like it has. And you can see this is what I used for that cake celebrations class I did on Monday, which you can still get with a $40 order if you wanted to put it in. I need that order by this weekend. Okay, so I've cut a 1/2 inch and then I'm cutting it by 4 right here. 1/2 inch by 4. Actually, I like this piece better because it has more gold in it. So I'm going to do that again. And I just want a little more gold showing on my strip. There we go. Okay. This piece is going to go on the bottom inside this card right here. See how I like just a little bit more of that gold showing. Right, like that. And then I'm going to go ahead and take these little flowers and stems and add them to the inside of my card. Because you guys know me, I like to bring what's the outside to the inside and make it all really cohesive. So what are you most excited about Celebration? Of course, I love getting free thanks. I love adding new team members like Melissa found me last year during Celebration. Joined my team to get the discount, and it's exciting to watch a new team member fall in love with Stampin' Up. Like I have a love for Stampin' Up, and so many of us do. There we go. I'm going to put that little flower right there. I used a little mini dimensional again. And I think I'm not going to put an embellishment in that just because I don't want it to have too much of a rough inside, right? So I'm wondering if I should, I'm just talking out loud here. I did, Sherry. Thank you so much. Hi, Kathy Sanford. So good to have you here. I'm just going to add a little Wink of Stella to the inside of that. Give it the bling it deserves, right? What do you think? Can you see that in there? So pretty. All right. So now all I have to do, you guys, is adhere this to the inside of my card. There we go. What do you think? Do you love it? My heart loves your heart. And you open it up. And doesn't it look so, so pretty? I just love it. I just love it. So, again, this bundle is a bundle that you can get starting when? Somebody say it out there so everybody knows. Celebration starts 1 week from today on January the 7th. Okay, January the 7th. So the first few days of my 31 days of Facebook Lives is just getting you excited about what is coming on January the 7th. How many times have I said January the 7th? I want you to remember that date because I guarantee you somebody's going to message me and say, I can't find that heart-shaped bundle on the online store, and I'm going to have to say not till January the 8th. All right, so I'm going to pull my camera back up. So much excitement about what is coming up with Stampin' Up in the next couple of months. Thanks, Jean. January the 7th, the 7th, the 7th. So that does not mean you still can't order from me if you want. If you want the marbled elegance paper, you can get that. You can get the brushed gold and silver. You can get the iridescent gems. You can get Melon Mamba paper. And I'm here holding this card over here, thinking it's showing up on the camera, but it's not. So come back tomorrow. I'll be here at 10 a.m. tomorrow. Every day I'll have my magic penguin giving you what time I'm coming on and a little tiny hint about what I will be working on that day. So join me tomorrow. I'll be here at 10 a.m. But guess what? You can always watch me on replay. You can always comment on replay. You can always see me on YouTube as well. So I will be uploading all of these to YouTube. So God bless. Happy New Year. And I will see you back here at 10 a.m. tomorrow morning. Bye-bye.